in this lesson, we will make our first simulation in SxS. First, I want to show you the system. So this is our system. So we have a transfer function of 2 divided by s plus 2, the same which we studied before. Couple of things you should note here is that if you want to have a graph looking like this, so the maximum time of simulation should be around 3 seconds. And similarly, the maximum value of the graph in the y direction should be around 1.2, 1.3, something like that. Because these parameters we have to set in scope and in clock, etc. So now let's start the simulation. So first we get the transfer function from this continuous time systems. So you can just click here and then drag it. Similarly, from sources, we need a clock and a step function. So this is our clock. This is our step function. And now the last thing we need is a scope, which is in sinks. So the single display scope, which is this one. And now we just make connections and activation connection. Now we align these blocks, align these vertically. And now we have to set the parameters. So first start from the scope. So simulation setup, or you can double click. So here the final integration time, the maximum time for the simulation, which is around 3 seconds, as you can see here. So we will just put a value of 3, which is already, I think 3 is there. So 3 is this one. And in this we also have this y minimum and y maximum. And because we are using the step function, so step function gives 1, so we need a little bit larger than 1. So we can say that 1.2, and y minimum should be 0, and refresh period should be, you can say 2 seconds, or maybe larger period, 20 seconds. Okay, now clock. So here 0.1 is okay. Initialization time you can change it to 0 as well. So 0. Now our transfer function is 2 divided by s plus 2. So we change it to 2 here. And now the step function. We want to apply the step function at 0. So therefore we set it to 0. And the final value of the step is 1. Initial value is 0 and the final value of the step is 1. So now we are ready to apply the simulation. So just press this button, start, and as you can see that it will show you the simulation. Now, because our scale on the x-axis is quite large, so this is our refresh time. So we can reduce this a little bit so that we can get a similar looking graph. But if you just take a close-up from here to, let's say, this point, so then you can see that our graph is exactly the same. And if you see the 63% value, so 63 is around here probably, and if you drop vertical you will get exactly 0.5 second of time. So it means because our a is 2, so this should be 1 divided by 2, which is 0.5. So this is how you simulate. So this was a basic simulation of a very simple transfer function. And you can do a little bit variation. For example, we are applying the step function here at 0. You can apply it at 1 with a delay of 1 second. So the graph will start from here. So let's close this. And now if we apply this, the step time is 1, for example, if we put 1 here, and then we do the simulation again, as you can see that now our step function is applied at time 1. So it's a delay of 1 second. So you can just zoom this, click on left corner from where you want to zoom, and then the right bottom corner up to which point you want to zoom. So now you can see that our step function is applied at time 1. So you can change this a little bit. You can tweak it. You can change the graph. You can move it as well if you want. So however you want, you can use this simulation and this figure and everything. So this is the way how we make simulations in SxS.